What's good, everybody? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of the Celebrity Junk. And I want to wish you guys a happy day, happy quarantine day. Keep your head up, brothers. Everything's going to be all right. But while you in quarantine waiting for all that to go down, I've been getting a lot of information, man. A lot of brothers hitting me up about the game, right? The rapper The Game. And the game is going through some things right now, right? And it has just been reported that the game has lost $7 million and his rap label to a young lady named Priscilla Rainey. And the independent record label is called Prolific Records, as well as the royalties from his latest album, Born to Rap. In other words, Rainey has full control over any salary the game was receiving through this particular label, which launched in 2019. All right, let me give a background story to this. Now, obviously, everybody know who the game is. Compton rapper Jayceon Terrell Taylor. I mean, he's been in numerous beefs. 50 Cent's one of them that he had a beef with him. Yuck Mouth, you know what I'm saying? He's been in a whole bunch of situations with a whole bunch of people, man. But the game is a very talented rapper, right? He represents the West Coast, and he has changed as time has gone on, right? But the game was really hot, really about a few years ago, and at this particular time, there was a show called She Got Game, right? It was on VH1. And Priscilla Rainey went out on a date with the game, okay? Now, she says that she agreed to go on the date with the game, believing that it was going to be on camera. However, when they were in Chicago, there was no production crew. Now, what she alleges is the game showed up, on drugs, drunk, perking, you know what I'm saying? And he basically, assaulted her several times in the night, right? And basically grabbing on her and stuff like this. Now, maybe the game didn't take it seriously because she did go and file a court date. The game didn't go to court. And because he didn't go to court, she got awarded $7 million. Now, this is not new, right? Because, things happen like that where you can get awarded judgments and people will never pay you. But once she won the money, he didn't pay her at all. But what she did was she filed a motion that requested the seizures of the game's income, right? And now, if you think about it, in many ways, the game works for her, all right? Now, I want to go ahead and basically look at, the screenshot that she puts up right here on Instagram. She gets, well then, guess you know now what I've known for months. And then she put up another post. How do I put this? You work for me now, right? Now, I want to talk about this because a lot of brothers are weighing on the topic. And pretty much, number one, is she lying, right? And what the game said is, hey, I'm going to read it verbatim. It's a lying bee making up a story. The S is effing crazy because I had an effing dentist appointment. I missed court and a judge would give a B a judgment for $7 million. I ain't giving that B nothing. It'd be different if I was one of those weird Negroes touching, in the club, but I was nowhere near this chick. So the game alleges I don't know her like that. I've never done anything to her, and give her $7 million of my money for something that she didn't do, I didn't do. It's ridiculous. Let me tell a lot of brothers this, right? Let's say that she did agree to the date. Let's assume this. Let's kind of go back on that. If she did agree to the date, my question is, game, if she's shooting for you, why would you go out with her? Okay. Number one, I think a lot of black men that have money have something to lose here. We got to understand that dealing with people in any way that have nothing to lose is dangerous. And a lot of times in American society, women have nothing to lose, especially when you have money and they don't. All right. Even if you just invite them out to some place, you don't touch them, you don't do anything, they can always allege and say, oh, this guy did this to me, or he did that to me. When in reality, you didn't do anything, right? But then let's also look at it like this. Let's assume that all of this is fake. All of this is false. Did the game just lose $7 million for nothing? And what this shows in the culture is that anybody can be touched, all right? A lot of guys are out here doing whatever, being reckless or whatever. Anybody can be touched. Harvey Weinstein, R. Kelly, the game. Now, obviously, I'm not putting the game in that same category, but a woman can allege anything and then, civilly sue you, okay? Now, in the case of R. Kelly and the other guys, that's criminal. But let me talk about what Mike Pence is doing. And Vice President Mike Pence says that men should never be alone with women that you don't know, right? Everything should be recorded. Every meeting should be recorded. You never meet women in America by yourself. You never do that. And I think that for guys that have money, man, it's not like the 80s or the 90s where you can enjoy money and you can do whatever you want and nothing happens. In today's game, today's stage, you might earn a lot of money, but here's the situation. You might not be able to benefit off of because, typically a lot of guys, they get money, they get wealth, and then they get, women because of it, right? You get the girls, you get chicks, you get into better situations, and you can things are easy. You worked hard, right? Getting sex is easier, getting dates is easier, but now you got to think about that now. Now you got to really think about that. Now everybody, you're going to pretty much be the man at the top of the mountain. It might be a little lonely, right? You might have to really consider, if you're going to do those things, going out of the country to do it. You might, if you want to date somebody, you might have to do all your work in America, and get that flight and go to Brazil. Get that flight and go to DR, because you're not going to be able to be a successful dude and really risk losing it all in America, because what we know is that if a woman alleges anything, you're really guilty until proven innocent. And in some cases, you're still guilty. I've seen many cases where brothers, it's found out that the woman lies on the guy. Nothing happens to her. In court, he's cleared, but his reputation is always messed up. Even though somebody alleges, and when a woman alleges that a guy does something that he didn't do, that sticks with him all of his life. Whether he gets free of that or not, people still look at him the side eye. Like, oh man, such and such. And because people go out and talk, somebody is still going to believe her. So what a lot of successful brothers need to do is really take this serious. Really as a black man, as you're coming out in the world doing great things, as you're coming up, number one, I want to tell you guys, it's not rappers or not entertainers. Stop telling people everything that you got. A lot of black men got that bad. You start making some money, you start having things. One of the first things you want to do is start telling people what you have. You're flashy with it. You're hyper masculine. And I know that that's what comes in hip hop, and game has to do that. But for a lot of normal guys, you guys go out there and then you make yourself a target. And women like easy targets, those that they are going to take advantage of. Women who are looking to reduce a guy, they love easy targets. So when you're out there with the nice Range Rover, you're out there with the shiny shit, you're out there with this and that, and then here comes a female that's going to come your way to do damage to you. Because again, you are allowing yourself to be an easy target. You're out there promoting the fact that you have money, you have a lifestyle. So what she's going to look at is, okay, this guy can do this and that for me. All right, I'm going to let him do it. And then I'm going to come up with some kind of false charge and say, you know what? He didn't do it. And a lot of people think that Mike Tyson lost 3 of his years of his boxing career behind the assault that never happened. All because he didn't want to walk the chick to the car after they got through being intimate. So a lot of black men got to really be careful, man, especially, when you're coming up in the world, you're coming up with wealth, you're coming up, keep your circles clean, keep your circles very small. You know what I'm saying? And make sure that you always check the people that you're dealing with. If you're dealing with women, you don't trust them, make sure everything is video recorded. You know, even if you're gonna go to the bedroom with him, make sure everything is consent. Make sure you keep all your text messages, all your emails. Make sure you keep all those receipts. Because see, the thing about it is, if Game had receipts, he can go out and say, I know this is not true. She's telling her I got proof. But if you don't have those receipts and this is your word against hers, you're always gonna lose every time in the American court system. So basically, guys, thank you for listening. It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of the Celebrity Junk. Make sure you subscribe, hit the bell, you know what I'm saying? When your boy is coming through, make sure you do that. And also, check out my Black Men Are Perfect t-shirts. Go to the first comment pinned to the top. My Patreon is there. My Teespring store is there. And as you know, the buffoonery remains at an all-time high. I'm out.